In order to understand the potential impact on homelessness in the D.C. area, we headed out west to Seattle, where the problem is getting worse. In Seattle, you'll find a landscape littered with tents.
I had my own home and now I have nothing, literally nothing.
With more than 12,000 documented homeless people, either living on the streets or in shelters, Seattle has the third largest homeless population in the United States. And that number is growing, says the executive director at the Low Income Housing Institute.
There's this tremendous influx of, high-wage tech workers, and many of them are being fueled by, Amazon and the other tech companies. And affordable housing stock has not kept up.
Amazon says it has invested $40 million supporting local groups fighting homelessness. That investment includes a new 8-story home Amazon is building for a group called Mary's Place, which offers services and support to homeless families. So here's a question for the D.C. area. Will Amazon bring with it a rising homeless population?
The circumstances are very different in Arlington than they were in Seattle.
Arlington Board Chair Christian Dorsey says no, because the economic conditions are very different here.
In Seattle, those workers earn so much more than the average Seattle worker. Here, Amazon workers are basically going to earn what the median worker earns in the DC metro area.
Amazon says it's bringing jobs with 6-figure salaries. The D.C. area already has that. In fact, the richest county in America is Loudoun County, Virginia, with a median household income of more than $135,000. The other counties in the top 5 include Fairfax and Arlington, where Amazon will locate. Prince William and Montgomery counties also boast 6-figure median incomes. King County, where Seattle is, has a median income of about $90,000.
Morning, how are you?
In Arlington County, officials say they're way ahead of the game in curbing homelessness. Over the last 8 years, they've reduced it by 64%. They did it with a housing first strategy run by A-SPAN, which operates the Homeless Services Center for Arlington County. Kathy Seibert is the president. What A-SPAN does is replace expensive hospital costs homeless people use with regular health care and a case manager who looks after them until they're self-sufficient. While Arlington says they've got a handle on the homeless problem, they are worried about one thing with Amazon coming. In the entire D.C. area, there's a shortage of affordable housing. Arlington Board Chair Christian Dorsey says they plan to stay ahead of that problem.
Part of what Seattle unfortunately wasn't able to do was to grow the housing supply to meet the rising number of workers. We already know we need to do that because we've had an affordable housing problem already. So we expect that we're going to be able to manage Amazon's growth here a lot differently.
But if you've already had a problem with a shortage of affordable housing, isn't that just going to increase?
Well, Amazon is planning on building here gradually. And my idea is to make sure we start growing the housing supply right now before they even come.
He says the plan aligns with the lessons learned from the Seattle experience.